In today's video, we are gonna talk about the Crystal Arena. As you all know, Crystal Arena is one of the most interesting contents in the Albion Online. Today,
Okay.
we invited a guild master from this amazing guild which they play the Crystal Arena and they have a high ranking. Gonna talk with Ali, trust me, and we are gonna get his advices on the Crystal Arena and how to make money from it, and we get a full information about the Crystal Arena. Hello Ali, what's up man? How are you doing?
Hello, my dear friend Shayan. How are you? Thank you so much. I'm good, and thank you for your beautiful videos, and thank you for
Yes man.
inviting me today.
Alright man, I'm coming to your island right now and I'm gonna meet you there in just in a bit.
Of course.
Alright, I'm in. How are
Hello,
you,
bro.
bro? What's up?
All right.
How are you doing, man? Thanks
Okay.
for having me here in this amazing island. Let me just, before we get to the video,
Or
let me just show everyone what an amazing island you have created, man. A lot of time and a lot of effort to create this thing. I mean, it's amazing, man.
well,
A great job.
it's actually mostly about the arena, so it must be also those like arena displays. We put them as like the grave of the people who like we got them in the arena. And
Wow.
thank you so much. Well, it's not that much special, but yeah, thank you for your kind word.
It's amazing, bro. As you all know, like Ali, trust me, is the guild master of the. What's the name of your guild? Can you tell me
Of
more about your
Arena.
guild?
Of course, it's kind of a guild based on Arena for Arena players, mostly for end game players who either they spend it on good items or they played so much and they gathered a lot of silver, they got a lot of silver and they have we can say high level items, or they are really, really, really skilled and talented players that they don't even need that much of like the high tier items, and they can easily defeat any player in a fair content. The difference between like the open world content and the arena content is like, for example, in the gang content, you can be 10 versus 1 or other things, but the contents like arena, like Hellgate, they are fair contents, and you really must be so skilled because you cannot have like the benefit of being more.
That's
So
right.
even one simple mistake, yeah, can really ruin the plan.
And right now you have a player in your guild. His name is Clover Moy, right? I don't know how to pronounce his name,
Mm,
but he's in the top
yeah,
ranking of
you're
the
right.
Crystal Arena RP right now. He played.
Exactly. Yeah.
He has 81% win rate and he has a crystal rank. That's amazing. How did you get to meet this guy?
Well, we have fought against each other in the arena several times. Of course, they got a really, really good team. They are so synced, and they mostly play crystal content. 20 versus 20, 5 versus 5, Crystal League, Crystal Arena. And of course, they got a plan. They are so good. And once, few times when we like face each other, of course, like we kind of had really close matches and they were really strong. And that was the beginning of the meeting of me and him.
Wow,
And
that's
then we
wonderful.
talked a lot, and yeah, and now he like came to check on the guild to be with us, and yeah, that's how it is.
And even about yourself, like you played a lot of matches in the Crystal Arena. Like, what do you think about this content? You have around 2,260 plays of the Crystal Arena. What do you think about this content? Do you think it's one of the best contents in the Albion Online? You know, because everyone, when they get to the Albion, everyone, first thing they think is that the make money side. I want to know, like, can you really make money from Crystal Arena? Because everybody loves to make money in Albion. So, what do you think? I want to know your opinion.
Most greatest question. That's such an important question. As I said in the first place, the content of Arena, not Crystal, because Crystal we also have Crystal League content. The Crystal Arena is for end game players who are here. For example, like imagine the mobile players that they come from, I don't know, games like LoL or something. and they are here to play some pure PvP, and they already have got their items and everything. So, and that's the Crystal Arena is for that type of people. They are here to enjoy mostly. Of course, the silver amount that you earn from it, it is amount, but it's really not amount that we can call it making money. But on the other hand, what it really is so good about the Crystal Arena is the amount of books you will get, especially in higher ranks, and you will get a lot of fame. It has benefits like that. For example, if you want to get a lot of spec on one of your favorite weapons, Arena is the best place for that. But for silver, I will tell you now. Look about silver, when you play arena, when you are skilled, you get a team together. When you are a really, really good player and you trust yourself, then what will you do? Well, you will get that team that you play arena with, practice with them in arena, and go for the crystal league. I'm just saying this for the who wants to make silver from this. And of course, as you know, there are a lot of ways for getting the contracts with the guilds that they want the points that they can gain by crystal leagues, both little and non-little, which little will give even more points, and that way you can earn a lot of silver. And also the other way is that playing crystal league. Imagine the crystal league and crystal arena are completely same, like you can't see any difference between the gameplay of them. Of course, the Crystal League definitely is a little bit harder, but if you play in the high rank of Crystal Arena, you can easily play Crystal League if you need silver, if you want to make silver, and there you will get after every single match. If you win, you will get a good amount of silver that can be even up to millions of silver
All right.
per match.
Thanks for the information. That was really interesting. I even used it myself because I don't really play that much of Crystal Arena or the normal Crystal, which is like lethal. So I really use this information. Thank you so much. I want to ask you
Of
something.
course.
Let's get to the point where you can tell us more about the gameplay of the arena because there might be a lot of people who don't know how to do the gameplay or what are the sets that they have to take in the crystal arena or even the normal arena. So do you want to talk about that and give us more information about the gameplay or about the builds? So here is the map of the crystal arena, and do you want to give us more information about the play or about the builds? The builds, I will put it on the video separately so people can use like the meta builds or whatever. But first thing first, let's get to the basics of the gameplay or what are the teams are doing in this beautiful map that they created. So can you give us more information about this?
Even though Shayan is really one of the greatest players and have the smartness in game, and where you
Thank you,
are,
man.
I think you always can better explain better than me. But here, because the content is just crystal, I will tell few things to maybe about builds and also about the map. Look here, there are two bases as you can see on the left and right of the map. Yes, there and there. And these two are where the teams will be respawn every time. Whoever dies will respawn there. And each team has on this map, it's 5 versus 5. Each team has 5 players. And in Crystal Arena, of course, you can play as one, two, three, or 5 people as a team up. You can't play as four. And you can, if you have like full party, then it's actually important, kind of really important to have a plan. Because if you have 5 people, you will face teams with 5 people in. And most of the 5 people teams, especially in a little bit higher rank, like a higher rank than silver, the gold, and things like that, they really have a plan. You must have a plan as well. Must have like bills that they sync. But if you play as one, two, or three, of course, it's always good to have a healer on your team. And the rotation of the game is that first two teams, they will both go to get the first crystal that you can see on the west and east of the map. Yes, there and there. Exactly. And then they will get that, and the fight will happen in the north. This third crystal, the teams will fight to see who will get that. There are a lot of tricks for like there are players that they will go, the word of it is like they will go rat, or it means like they will go capture from behind their back, which is a trick. We do it, we don't do it, and it's like it really depends on the match. And but normally the fight will be 5 versus 5. The teams avoid to like go to the fight 4 versus 5 because mostly they will get defeated that way. And then they will face each other at the north, and the team that pushes the other team back or gets kills will get the other crystal. And I should also make a small explanation. If you don't have any a question, I tell you how the point system works in the RN.
Everything seems great, man. Thank you. Let's get to the points because I really don't know about that as well. So let's get.
Okay, so the system of the point in arena, like the normal arena, which is basic, which normally people don't play that much since the Crystal Arena showed up. And the Crystal Arena point system is that for each kill that at first when it starts, each team has 150 points, and it will decrease and decrease, and each team that can't hold the points up and their points turns into zero, they will lose. So how the system of it works, for each kill that they give, like each time that you kill someone, it will be minus 6 point from their 150 points. And each time that you capture one of these crystal, it will be minus 1 point. And each time, each 60 second, each 1 minute, who holds the more crystals will get like a minus point on the enemy's team. Let me explain it better. Imagine there are three crystals in the map. If a team is holding two of them and the other team is holding one of them, then the one that is holding one will get minus 10 each 1 minute. And if both team they each are holding one and no one is holding the second one, nothing will happen after 1 minute. And if a team is controlling all three crystals, then it will be minus 20 each minute for the team that is not holding any crystal. And that is the system of the point in the crystal.
What do you think about the meta builds right now? So, for example, every team has to have a healer, right? Every team needs a healer, and maybe every team also needs a tank, or they can go 4 DPS and one healer as well. What do you think about that?
They're really, really everything works as long as you know how to play it. I have faced teams that they were without tank. They were so good. We defeated them. They defeated us. In really high rank, everything is possible. But when we call the word meta, there is a build that with a lot of experiences, you will realize that one build defeats the other build. But the meta also really, really, really depends on the enemy. A lot of arena players they know this that when you want to go to arena you must have at least few builds with you,
That's
so
right.
you will see your enemy, yeah, has something that can counter you. You must have that counter. And also another important thing is you must be so familiar with all of your skills on your weapon. For example, as me that I play arcane, the second ability of the my arcane, for example, my witch ward, is a cleaning the silence. Okay, so when I see that the enemy has a tank that keeps on silencing us, so fast I will change it to that. Or when I see the enemy has a lot of, I don't know, like Hellion jackets, I will bring that one hand arcane, which has the purge. Okay, so you must have a good, at least few weapons with you. And the builds and the team, how should it be? One healer each team must have. That's like the rule of Arena. Every single match you will see that each team has one healer. And then there are probably normally like the two RDPS or ranged DPS, one tank and one MDPS, even though the one tank can be changed with also melee DPS as well. So it can be two melee DPS, two range, and one healer, or one tank, one melee DPS, and two range. And also, as I said, this is like what I think right now is meta. And in the Crystal League, we witnessed this that people use this build mostly, but of course, as I said, I have faced teams that they were one healer and four melee DPS and they were too good. So yeah. It's
Wow.
all possible.
Thank you, man, so much. See, probably we're gonna be back with the next video very, very soon. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day.
Thank you so much for the invite and for your great videos, bro. And thank you
Cheers.
to everyone who saw this video. Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys. Peace.